morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast as Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of the day.
So call in at 888-565-1470 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning. Shake off your sleepies, buckle in, because it's showtime.
Welcome to the breakfast. Grab a donut, throw some toast at your partner, have a little butter with it so it sticks on her forehead. Welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe, the Breakfast Nook. I'm excited today.
Are you excited?
I am very excited.
It's Thursday, me too, as a matter of fact.
You don't even ask me why I'm excited.
Why are you excited?
I got up at 5 o'clock this morning to go down to the Mercedes dealer to take my car in for service. Because I thought they were closed.
Yeah?
And you know what really excited me?
What?
Everybody had masks on and gloves.
Nice.
And they took off the gloves 3 times while they were working with me. Once when I brought the car in, off. They went to do the paperwork, off. Give me the keys, off. New gloves every time.
Nice.
I was so impressed. The car they gave me is, did you see it outside? It's like new. I haven't driven a big car like that in a long time.
It's really nice. I was going to ask you, when you get your car back, do they sanitize it? Do they have a whole system?
Oh, no. You don't understand. He sprayed that crap out of my car. When he got in, they opened the door, they spray it.
Nice.
With that spray thing that you see them using all over the place.
I think you just wanted your car washed.
And I won my car. And he says, do you want us to really do a good? I said, listen, you can keep it for 10 days and you bring it back nice and clean and everything else. But I'm excited about how they treated me. Really nice. Mercedes, classy joint. And they were very safe. And I don't ask anything else. I just want you to be safe. Give me a choice to say yes or no, I don't want to be here.
Fantastic. Very
So I had a
nice.
good time with that.
Very nice. You were here nice and early this morning. Good, because we've got a long, great day ahead of us. I love Thursday nights. Thursday nights have always been one of my favorite nights of doing production. And tonight, again, we've got the 2-minute warning with Benny Blades. Tonight's lineup is spectacular. We have the flyer. We're going to be downloading that and talk about it. Tonight, not only do we have Benny Blades, we've got Aronde Gaston and Daryl Porter joining the show.
Now, do you remember Aronde Gaston?
I do.
I do too.
The name, the OG.
I mean, the OG of what?
Aronde Gaston.
From where?
OG, the Dolphins.
Do you remember him playing?
Absolutely.
I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I believe you, but I wasn't.
I have to be 100% honest with you.
You know?
Once they put on their uniforms,
They all look
to
the
me,
same?
they all look the same, other than the numbers, and the numbers are, you got to know the numbers, and if you don't know the numbers, you don't know the players.
That isn't true because number 13, who was here?
Dan Marino.
Well, you see, but then.
But that's like the only number I know.
There's no logic to your theory.
That's the only number I know. But Aronde Gaston, I even know the name. And I got to talk to Daryl Porter last night. And all I can tell you is we've been doing this show now for 3 weeks. And all of these football players, all of these NFL players, all of these post-college players, because we also had some financial planners that played back in the day, the nicest, kindest, most patient interviews that we've ever done. They log in early, their system doesn't work, we redo it, and you know what, they have just been spectacular. So tune in tonight at 7:30 p.m. on WWNN. The 2-minute warning, Teddy, when you get that graphic, we'll post that as well as in your email. I sent that over to Teddy.
Okay. Which is really cool because there's nothing better than sports. And right now they're trying to figure out how to bring it back safely in the whole 9 yards. But it's fun because I hear the war stories. And then I'm glad I'm not doing the production. We sort of sit in the wings to make sure everything works out really nice and taking the break or whatever we got to do. But I get involved in the story.
I know.
And then the next thing I'm like, I just missed the mark.
Well, that's the other thing I'm really excited about is they are working on going to the hour. So they will hopefully next month be going from 7 to 8 with all the war stories, with what's going on. And then the second half of the show will be Benny's Corner of a separate interview and do some things to encompass all sports, not just football as the seasons change, which I think will be amazing.
Well, baseball also, everything. Basketball, I hear they're
Yeah.
going to go into the playoffs right away. away. Hockey
Hockey,
into the
yeah.
playoffs right away. And just to try to get some stuff back. But the NFL did announce they are putting the schedules out tonight, so I guess we'll find out
Oh, okay.
what they're going to do. And they did announce that they're trying to keep it as normal as they can, but we have stadiums that hold 60, 90,000 people like Texas. You're going to have to change your game a little bit, but it's all in fun. Everything, a little bit of sports right now goes a long way. Oh, ESPN has announced they are going to show baseball from South Korea.
And that would be, sorry, why?
Because right now, people want sports. Major League Baseball put this game together with players. And the reason I know about it is because I've been following it, because one of the guys into the finals is the squirrel from the New York Mets. He's actually a good gamer. And he's winning. And I think the finals are this Saturday. And they posted it on TV. But they messed up. It's only a 3 or 4 inning game. And they went to commercials in the first inning. By the time they came back, it was in the 3rd inning.
It was quick. I have to tell you though, Freddie, they always say that movie stars and celebrities are just like you and me. They put their pants on the same way, they turn on their computers the same way. And being able to talk to all of these football players, you realize they are people like everybody else. They're hanging out in their house, which is kind of cool that we get to see the behind the scenes. They're in their bedroom, some of them, where they have the computer set up.
How do you even work a computer? Have you seen this?
Yes, I've seen this every week.
And can I use my phone? It's the reason why we came up with the turnkey.
We have to check that pin.
Okay, I will. It's the reason we came up with the turnkey to help people like football players get their stuff together, because sometimes you don't have the availability of doing some of the things that you need to do.
But you realize they are just like everybody else. Same thing. I know we're going to check this out, Teddy. We're going to fix the pin. But there we go. We're back. Just the nicest people. So tune in tonight, 7:30 p.m., the 2-minute warning. You can find it on social media at the 2-minute warning. You can also listen to it on WWNN 95.3 FM, 96.9 FM, 103.9 FM, and 1470 AM. These graphics are spectacular that Flora puts together. Just amazing what she creates. I mean, look at that flyer. Incredible. So we're going to be posting that out separately as well, so people get a feel of what's coming.
That's right. And the funny thing about sports and betting and everything else, right now it couldn't come at a better time, because people are just looking for different outlets.
And I see things are opening up. And just as a follow-up to yesterday, I did go to try and find all my paper products in one location, and didn't happen.
I told you, got to go to Costco.
Not only did it not happen, there was nothing on the shelves. I went to Publix.
No.
There was no bathroom tissue. There was no nothing. There were no paper towels.
Nobody said for you to go to Publix.
There was nothing. So then I ventured into CVS. You know what? There was nothing. So you know what I did? I went home. Because at that point I said 2, 0, and 2, I am done. So back to Amazon it is. Or maybe I'll be joining Costco. Maybe I'll take a trip over to BJ's. I do have that BJ's membership I got from...
It's owned by your mom's house, though, right?
It's on Hillsborough and 441. Not quite.
Not too far.
Not quite. I got to order some flowers last night from Patricia Dutch Florist for Mother's Day, and they are delivering within 24 hours. So you still have time to get spectacular flowers for Mom, and they've got all kinds of options. When you look at the website, you pick the flowers, Mother's Day, price point, they deliver it in person. Really, really fantastic. So you can check that out as well, and we'll put that website up. So nice. And starting next week, we're going to be putting a segment together on flowers and aromatherapy. I never realized that different flowers, I know they have different scents, but I never realized they stand for something. There's a flower for anxiety. There's a flower for love. There's a flower for energy. There seems to be a flower and a scent for everything, which goes back to the botanicals. And even think about the medicine man, right? Medicine woman. Using flowers for healing.
Yes.
Back in the day, right? Same thing.
We came up with our own version of the Gubba plant, the Gubba flower plant. I don't know, Teddy, if you can download it and put it up, just put it up when you get it. But the Gubba plant deal is, again, soothing flowers.
What is rum made from, by the way? What plant?
Sugar.
Oh, okay.
Don't get cute.
But you called it the Gubba plant. That's what I was wondering.
But it's a Gubba plant because it has all sorts of Gubba in it. And it's a beautiful flower arrangement with the Gubba Gubba.
Oh, the Gubba flower arrangement. You mean the basket?
Yeah, like that.
Okay, I was thinking what you were talking about.
Doesn't that look like a flower arrangement?
That is the Gubba basket with the Gubba rum inside of it.
That's right. That's the Gubba basket. There you go. So I sent this to New York City, and they're getting all over it. Now, I didn't explain that, of course, this is one aspect of it, and this is another, and we sort of mixed it together because I was having fun with it. So Frankie calls, all in. They want more information, yada yada. Steve-O ended up cooking. I guess he went into a food coma because I called him after. I said, I'm doing Sarah's Spiritual. I'll call you right after. He's all in. JoJo, all in. Everybody wants. JoJo's actually coming down. I got to get a box because she wants to take it to the 7 places, restaurants that I have up there. But I did ask everybody to do the Gubba dance. Now, is our client, is the interview on?
I don't think so. We have a few minutes.
Okay. I asked everybody out there to do the Gubba dance, and nobody listens to me, including your daughter. Happy birthday again, Chelsea. Except for one person, Jared.
Yes. Our new intern that we've never met.
We haven't met him yet. Do you have the video of the Gubba dance? Because he's the winner of the first Gubba dance piece.
Gubba dance. We're going to do a Gubba dance dance-off, you think?
Hey guys.
What we're going to do is we're going, here it goes. Here's the Gubba dance. Look at that. That's the Gubba dance. There you go. We got a little music to it. Look at that. Look at him go. Yeah, no, it keeps going. Watch.
And he did it. That's even more hilarious.
And he's crazy enough to send it in. This is the Gubba dance, his version. There we go. Now you're going to get a little low. Now we're going to do a little coup franchou. And watch this. At the end, he says, here it comes.
Subscribe to the Brooklyn Cafe.
Support the Brooklyn Cafe.
Nice.
Now that, my friend, that's a nice job.
And that is our new intern. That is Jared from Lynn University.
I don't even know you can drink, but if you can, drink some of me. And that was fantastic. So I'm asking anybody who wants to do the Gubba dance. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Send it in, and you two can win a bottle if you're the winner.
There you have it.
But he's this week's winner because nobody else did
This week's winner of the Gubba Dance Dance-Off. There you go. Just let us know how that goes for you. You can send it to thebrooklynCafeTV@gmail.com. You can always give us a call at 866-224-5422. Freddie, I'm very excited. We've got an incredible day lined up. This morning we have Kimberly joining us from VAC MD, and we're going to share that story when we go on air. But Kimberly has these incredible HEPA filter masks that she's making. I actually gave one to Teddy. Her allergies have been terrible. And Kimberly's going to explain to us why the HEPA filter, these can also be lined in your other masks.
Now, HEPA filters is what is inside the vacuum cleaners, right? That take out all the particles like dust and mites and all that stuff.
Yep.
Might be good for an asthmatic.
Yep. So she's going to log in. We're going to talk to her. She's local, right in Boca Raton. And, of course, I always have a story, so I'll share that story on air. Our 12 o'clock show, we have the Farrow Law Firm joining us with Jay Farrow and Janine Davis, and how they have repositioned their law firm to really help everybody out there. They're going to be joining us about crisis management, bankruptcy, foreclosures, how to negotiate with your landlord, how to negotiate with your credit cards, your debtors, how to really have these conversations and how they can help you what you need to do during this crisis. So I'm excited about that. That'll be from 12 to 1.
And they have a show with us on Friday night,
6 to 7, the Momentum Mindset Show, and how they've changed that as well. They're going legal for now anyway.
And they speak Spanish, so we're going to actually put them on fuego. And Janine's going to do the Spanish interview.
Yep.
So we're switching gears a little bit with that because...
You mequetrefe, that word you made up.
Don't say that.
Oh, sorry. You teach me bad words. I don't know what they are.
Oh, God, help us. But the bottom line is that this is the month. This is the one that I think is the pivotal month in talking to landlords, cars, AT&T, everybody. This isn't what we call term as the negotiation month. This is when you're going to have to speak wisely, use your words correctly. There's a lot of stuff going around, and this is just rumors, that people don't want to go back to work because they're getting all sorts of monies, and it's cheaper to stay home. You make more money.
I was just going to talk about that because I have heard that people are getting more money this month, this week, than they had previously with all this, with the stimulus and the PPP. I'm still amazed that people don't know what the PPP is. We've been having some conversations, and they said the what? So if you are a small business owner, look into PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program. Maybe you qualify, I don't know, but look into it. The EIDL is out of money, But the PPP is still
But
still
hold on a
has new
second.
monies.
Don't say that the idol is out of money.
They said they're out of money for now.
For now, because they're going to put it in a bay, and when the next package comes out, they're going to take care. So apply. You got nothing to lose. It's
Yeah,
20
nothing
minutes
to lose for any, but look into these things. But I am seeing more stimulus checks are coming out, more people who have been put in that queue for PPP when they ran out of money. They're finally getting their monies and getting that coming through. So check that out. It is there. And tune in today at 12 o'clock. And then at 1 o'clock, of course, it is Teachers Appreciation Week. And no better way to celebrate our teachers than with Ted Hodgkinson's from Roots and Wings. And of course, when you combine that with the Community Classroom Project and their maid chef, Blake, and Space of Mind owner, Allie Kaufman, we got our 1 o'clock show lineup. So it is going to be spectacular. You and I are going to be in the theater because we need to use our other boxes for everybody else. We can't take up two. We've got so many people joining us on the 1 o'clock. But Allie's going to fill us in on what's going on with virtual school, how they created this Community Classroom Project, how these kids are learning, the team is working. She has had COVID now for 40 days. 40. I spoke to her yesterday. She had been on the mend for 4 days. She had another fever. So she said it is just relentless.
How old is she? More or less.
Probably in her 40s, I want to say.
It goes to show you it's not a baby boomer.
No, I know she's, I'd say 30s, but I may have lost track of a few years because my daughter's
Now, does
almost
she
30.
have any kind of compromised system, immune system, or
That I
she was
don't know.
healthy? It's a scary thing because you don't know how it works. You don't know. Oh, I saw all of a sudden they came out with 6 new symptoms now that they didn't see before are coming out now. So they think that it's mutated into something else.
Oh, I 100% believe it's mutated since the fall when I got here.
They have the I can't.
Sounds like.
Covert.
Okay.
The bonus. What is it called? What's the
COVID?
stupid virus called?
COVID-19? Okay.
Yes, they got the COVID toes. You seen this?
No.
You get swelling of your toes, and they look like your feet are going to explode only on your toes. No, it's a true story. You can check it out.
That goes to my theory, and we're going to talk about during commercial break. Again, it goes back to the inflammation. So if I can congratulate you any more than I ever have, I think that you going vegan has been a tremendous support because it is about the inflammation in your body that is affecting different organs, different systems. It goes back to the same thing.
And I don't like conspiracies. I don't believe in conspiracies. I think that that's just bad information going around in circles. Somebody sent me that a report was done that there is something either in the air, the water, or both that they're using. And they're trying everything in their power to slow this monster down, and it's having adverse effect with people. Scratchy.
That
itchy,
I can tell you.
Allergies are crazy.
That I can tell you 100%. I told you, we talked about this 6 weeks ago when my migraine started, and everyone laughed at me.
Do you know that you have about 4 symptoms?
I know I do.
So we're going to take your temperature now every 30 minutes.
I've already been tested, and everything was negative.
Yeah, but that was at the moment.
That was Saturday.
Yes, so Sunday you could have met somebody. Monday.
Let me tell you, I've had, not even a thing. Let's go to commercial break. When we come back, we've got Kimberly on the line from VAC MD. We're going to talk about what she's doing, how she's considered essential in staying open as a vacuum cleaner store, and these incredible HEPA masks. You can give us a call at 866-224-5422, and as Freddie always says, caring is sharing. So please share it out, share out the information, stay tuned, and we will be right back.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. and why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your branding specialist with Promo Stuff For You. So we're entering the new year. By now everybody has gotten their corporate gift, so this time of year generally is quiet with the exception of marketing departments trying to figure out what they're going to do for 2020. So it's really important that a company figures out and does proper planning throughout the year as to what type of marketing they want to do. At Promo Stuff For You, I love being able to sit down with a client and figuring exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and time it with the various events that they might have coming up.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I wanted to ask
Yes?
you a question.
Okay.
Ask everybody their question. Do they have a mask that does not smear your makeup for women?
I have not found one, which is why I'm onto my non-smearable lipstick.
Non-smearable lipstick?
Yes. Actually, Dawn Cliff, our wine chick who we did the wine tasting with yesterday, gave me this lipstick that doesn't budge. It's kind of more of a lip stain. And then by the end of the day, you realize you don't have to touch up your lipstick at the end of the day because you're putting on a mask and nobody sees it anyway.
But then the question is this, and you don't have to answer now. I mean, people, you can write in, talk, call, whatever. Why would a woman not wait till after you remove the mask to do your lipstick?
You would.
They don't do that.
No, I know, because inside of my mask, there's lip gloss
Oh my
and
God.
lipstick.
I've seen some masks. Inside of the mask, it looks like Helter Skelter.
Yeah, I know, they got to be clean, so we got to do that also.
Just saying. Get washable, removable.
We've got Kimberly Thomason with us, a VAC MD, and I'm excited to bring her on because, you know, you've taught me the best at meeting people. So I think she's connected. We're going to meet her. Good
What do you mean
morning.
I taught you what does that mean?
Good morning.
So here's this really funny story. So a couple weeks ago, we went to my daughter's apartment. She's been living with us since March 16th. We go back to her apartment to check on it, and there are things that need to be vacuumed up all over the floor. So we take out her vacuum, doesn't work. We go, maybe the thing is plugged into something the wrong way. Unplug it, next thing I know, it backfires in my face. So worse than the COVID-19, I got dust.
What do you mean it backfired?
I turn it upside down, you know, the thing, the rotator on the ground. Kimberly, you'll explain all this, because clearly I don't know how to do vacuum cleaner stuff. The dust, the soot,
You're doing good.
the particles explode in my face.
They didn't explode in your face. You had the machine upside down in your face.
Yeah, that too. So what do I say to her? You're getting a new vacuum cleaner for your birthday. Because I don't even know what to do at this point. We're just going to throw it away. It probably just needs to be, things need to be put in the right place.
Probably needed to be emptied.
That too. I don't know. Anyway,
That's
I go,
hilarious.
you're getting a new vacuum cleaner for your birthday, which she borrows her friends. We clean the apartment. I go home. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm scrolling through social media, and I see this incredible ad. There's a woman standing in a parking lot talking about, if you reply here, I will send you a $50 coupon.
Whoa, wait a
for
minute. At 10
VacMD.
o'clock at night, she was in the parking lot talking about vacuum?
On a video on Facebook.
Really?
And I'm looking through the video, and I say, but wait, you're located right off of Glades and the Turnpike. I live right there, right? So I'm thinking, this is amazing. How lucky. So I think this can't be real. So I give her the address to the studio, thinking it can't really be real. I'm not giving anyone my home address. She emails me back. I'm thinking maybe. 2 days later, I get a $50 coupon here for VacMD to apply towards a vacuum cleaner for Chelsea. And sure enough, there it is. So I go in on Saturday, and I meet Kimberly. And she says not only do they do that, she is making these incredible masks out of the HEPA filters, hand sewing all of these. So
You're doing this, Kimberly? You?
yeah.
I am, yes. So as HEPA bags are super important to a vacuum cleaner, and they happen to be made out of very similar materials as the KN95 mask. So we have the product, and why not make it for the community? So after 30 years of not using a sewing machine, this is my dog Sarah, by the way. She's a store dog. I pulled out my sewing machine and started whipping up masks with the help of my mom. She FaceTimed with me and told me how to do it, and I've made over 550 of these masks.
Wow.
Feel the weight of these. You haven't seen. She actually gave us a couple. I gave
Wow,
one to
this
Teddy
is
because Teddy's
heavy-duty
allergies
stuff.
were terrible the other day. Yeah.
Wow.
And she also told me these are washable, which you wouldn't think, because to me I would think they were paper, and you said no, they're washable and reusable.
Kimberly, do you
Yeah, I tried it myself.
own the vacuum cleaner store?
I do. My dad and I own it. He's been in the business for 35 years, and 10 years ago we bought the store, and we've been in Boca for a while.
You know, I gotta applaud. You talk about creativity.
Thank you.
Right? You talk about doing something out of the box. Has that thing worked? Has it worked? That creativity work? I mean, you got Dawn, and Dawn doesn't answer anything.
And you know
so-
that ad, she had put it out in February. So I said to her, how did this miraculously pop up? And the way she has structured her social media, I'm thinking I didn't Google anything, but I did look up how to fix the vacuum. And just by looking that up, it populated her ad that I saw, because you did that in February 28th, I think, and I happened to see it 3 weeks ago. But I did go to the store on Saturday. I did buy Chelsea a new vacuum cleaner. She's got incredible cleaners, vacuum cleaners, healthy products. So let's talk about your store, because people are now into this whole cleaning. You also have items to clean.
We do. We carry cleaning products and vacuums and irons, things to purify the air, you name it. So there's a lot more than just vacuums here, and that's our slogan. We're more than just a vacuum store, but we're a store to keep your home healthy, clean, sanitary.
Now, can you clean cars and businesses? Do you go out to do it, or do you just sell the material to do it?
No, I just sell the material for you to do it, or for us to do it as well, because we do have some commercial customers. But yeah, typically it's the end user that uses our product.
So she says to me, she said, I was watching your show and you were talking about sweeping. She said, I wanted to call in and say, no, don't sweep. And I said, you can tell her my broom stories. How many do we have here?
No, the funniest thing is Dawn is only 5 foot tall. So she went and she bought, when we first came here, she bought a broom. The broom is only 3 feet tall. So any human being of normal height has to bend over. My back kills me.
That was broom one.
That's one. She buys a broom every week, and she sweeps so much that the tiles now are losing their luster.
And how many mops do we have?
Finally, DJ brought a real mop, because you have like 12 mops that if you put them together, maybe you get one.
Wait, I almost bought a new mop at Kimberly's place. You have a mop that's like an electric motor mop,
Yeah, here it
and the
comes.
heads on the bottom can be changed, and you can put cleaner in the handle. And it kind of rotates and vibrates and does everything.
I was saying, I'm glad that you're mopping and sweeping, that there are much better ways to do things. And that's where I showed you the Nellies. It's a Nellies Wild Mop. It's amazing. It oscillates. It's while the chemicals are, or not the chemicals, the product to clean your floor are chemical free. So they're plant-based, super effective, and healthy for you. So.
What other options do we have? We've got the Nellies, better than sweeping and mopping.
Yeah. We also have Lamberger, that's for your air. It was created by a French pharmacist to purify the air, and now we're using it just to give a fresh scent, remove odors, and to purify as well. The Lamberger product is actually made out of 90% alcohol by volume, so we've been selling that for people who are making homemade hand sanitizer. But it's a wonderful product. When people walk in the store, they're like, why does it smell here? So it's a great product, especially in times like now. And then, of course, the vacuums. We carry all different brands of vacuums as well, which is much better than sweeping. When you sweep, you have that line that you can never just get up of dirt. So vacuuming it away is much healthier. And that's where the bags come in. You know, you want a bagged vacuum, and it's not a sales gimmick to get you to buy bags. It's for health. You know, you put a bag in your garbage can at home. You want to put a bag in your vacuum too. It's just the best way to dispose of your dirt. So,
and I gotta admit, because I do the
mopping,
the vacuuming,
and yeah.
And I'm going to start wearing a mask because I've noticed that when I do it, because we have cats. I don't know why I have cats, but
at your house.
Allergy in the house, yeah. The allergies go crazy. But I am really curious, and I'm going to share a story with you. What is your number one vacuum sale? Which is the number one machine out in the market right now?
In my store, my number one sales is a Miele. Miele makes appliances and vacuums, and they're HEPA filtered. And if you're getting dust while you're vacuuming or reacting, you have the wrong vacuum. It's leaking dust all over the place. You shouldn't be suffering when you vacuum.
Well,
so,
no, it's
Freddie,
the cat.
I think we need to get you a vacuum.
My cat decides to shed
Yeah.
like every day because I have a Maine Coon, and he's shedding right now. Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh yeah.
But back in the day, I used to sell the Kirby vacuum cleaner. Kirby was the luxury, was the Cadillac back in the day.
I forgot you did that. That's even funnier that I have Kim on.
We used to take a black velvet bag and put it on the Kirby. That even if you turned the machine on and you took it off, it had dirt. I mean, the thing sucked it from the air. So can you imagine when you did somebody's mattress? Because this was the biggest gimmick in the world. We used to do the mattress. But it isn't a gimmick, it's actually true. And on there came out all these bed mites and all this stuff. The dirt was moving. And I used to, I thought that was a mouse. And I used to tell people, you sleep in that. And it's a true fact. The bed mites that you have and the dust mites that you have on your mattress, you should get a vacuum just for that. This is a true story.
Well, I'm thinking that once we open up, I would like to do like a vacuum test here in the theater, because you'll see we've got a lot of stuff and equipment and things that need to be mopped and vacuumed between it in our theater, and I want to try that Nelly mop. I really do. But we had just gotten this vacuum for Chelsea, and Kim did honor the $50 coupon for the vacuum.
So now Chelsea has a brand new vacuum,
But
but she's
it's a
still at
really-
your house.
She's going, but you know what? She's going home today because she said, I'm not going home until I have a vacuum, because what if I need to clean? So she stayed at my house. She's going home today. They charged it. The one she got is amazing. It's all different pieces, and actually you can make it, it's a handheld and a vacuum if you take it apart the right way. So Kim says she can do the ceiling, she can do cobwebs, she can do fans. I go, no, she's still my daughter. However, she will clean up the couch. I mean, this vacuum's amazing. It's got all these movable pieces. And she honored the coupon. I mean, you talk about business and people pivoting and changing and doing ethically the right thing. You could have never sent me the coupon. It could have been a hoax. You could have not really been where you say you are. You could have not honored the coupon and said, no, there's a minimum. And no questions asked. I walked in on Saturday, and you honored everything. She doesn't even have the right sign on her store. She's like, we don't.
No, we don't. What's the sign on your store saying?
Yeah.
Either Charlie's. What's it say on
says
your
Auric,
store?
which is it says Auric, which is a brand that we're transitioning into via our own brand. So
It says Auric. It's right next to Bagel Works.
I gotta
Field
tell
of
you,
Flowers.
I a couple of years ago, my vacuum cleaner broke because Linda tried to fix it. She did a Geo, and the damn thing broke. So she says, no, don't worry about it. You have the house vacuum. What is that?
Central Vac.
Central Vac.
Central.
Central Vac sucks. I'm gonna tell you something. It don't work for nothing. So I should have
We
revolted.
repair those too.
She has those too. She has ways to fix those.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't even know. So we went all over Boca looking for a vacuum cleaner store. We didn't find nobody. And when we found somebody, they wouldn't fix the vacuum at all. So I put my foot down after a few years, and I finally got another vacuum. And it's different. I mean, you need it, especially with what's going on nowadays.
But I have to say, I did look before I actually went over to Kim's place. I looked online, looked to get a vacuum, and an expensive one, whatever. And your price point in your store is better, if not right on point, with all of the other vacuums that that you think are cheaper, that are gonna get shipped to you, and you can go pick it up and she has them. You're not waiting 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get it shipped to you, because as an essential business, she's open and she has them.
And she'll tell you the best vacuum. You'll tell people the best vacuum to get, correct?
Well, that's the thing. If you go online and you try to buy a vacuum, you get all these different reviews, and you don't know who's reviewing it. It could be Joe Schmo who doesn't really love to clean but thinks this is the best vacuum in the world. And, people always ask me, what's the best vacuum? Well, it depends on your needs. I can't tell you what the best car for you is if you're an off-roader or if you like to go fast. So the same thing with vacuum. I carry the best brands. I carry them for a reason because I love them and I know they're a great brand, but I can't tell you which one is the best for you until I know more about you. So coming into a store like us, we're going to figure out your needs. I mean, when Dawn was in, I asked her tons of questions first to kind of get an idea and help decide where I would start with which vacuum to show her. So, that's important. So many people just buy off the shelf or go to a big box store and you don't really know what you're getting. And then I hear a lot of customers say, I hate my vacuum. Well, that's probably because it wasn't the right one for your needs. It's not a bad brand necessarily, but it's just not the right one. So
But the one we got, Chelsea, the kids said, it looks like it looked like a Dyson. The kids were so excited. It's not, it was another, I don't know what it was. But it's got all these incredible moving parts that you can add and take away, and clean couches and clean pet hair, and the price on it was spectacular.
Yep.
But think about for Mother's Day, that mop.
That's important because she has a dog.
Yeah.
The other question is that more people are staying home. One of the questions I used to ask, are you a homebody? Do you work from home? Which is a whole different type of dirt. Then do you never home? Like some people are never home. Man. You're out working 18, you don't get home till midnight. And there's a different accumulation. Do you leave the cat alone? Animals left alone have a tendency of shedding more.
Anxiety.
Yeah. And I learned all of this stuff from Kirby. It put me through NYU. And I went to school selling this magic box. But I learned so much about the psychology of the mind of why you should keep your house clean the way it is. With people staying home right now, a vacuum cleaner becomes essential.
Is that how you get to stay open as an essential business?
Yeah, appliance repair is essential. So since vacuum is an appliance, I'm open. And we also carry cleaning products. So they said any stores that had that it would stay open. But you're right. So many people are realizing now, because they're using their vacuums more than ever and they're cleaning their homes and they're not having their cleaning people come in, that their vacuum isn't sufficient, or it's sufficient, but something's just not right about it. So we've been doing lots of repairs and helping show people the potential of their current vacuum or getting them into a new one. But yeah, we repair, we give free estimates, we're honest. I pride myself in that. I don't want to be one of those people that's like, no, I can't fix your vacuum, time to get a new one. I'll tell you what it'll cost to fix, and then you tell me if you want to go ahead with it or get a new one.
So she was so honest, so amazing, and different price points and different everything. This I thought was incredible. Can people buy these from you?
The masks, yeah. Well, the masks we're giving away.
They're giving away. Wow.
There is, again, a link. These ones there is a link that we ask that you sign up on our Facebook page, just so we know how many I need to make, because I do this at work and then I go home and I make more masks at home. We do have some medical grade, well, I guess they're KN9 masks for sale in the store and on our site. And then I just started making pretty ones, and they have the
wow.
mask.
Is that the lipstick proof?
I'm selling as well.
It's not lipstick proof. It's just prettier on the outside.
Not lipstick proof, sorry. But they are washable, and the same thing. Yeah, it's just a little more stylish. But this is what it starts out as. This is your vacuum bag, and then it turns into one of these.
Wow.
So we're also selling the bags if for anyone who's handy out there and picked up the sewing hobby like I did. You know, you can easily make your own. One pack of bags makes 30 masks, so not bad.
I think that's going to be the next, the number one Halloween costume. People are going to go as a HEPA filter vacuum bag.
No, go as
Mark
a
my
vacuum.
words.
Go as a vacuum. You go as a vacuum cleaner, and you're the HEPA filter in the vacuum cleaner. That'd be cool.
But totally honest, tell everyone where you're located.
We're off of Glades and the Turnpike on the northwest corner. We're near Field of Flowers, Party City, Office Depot, and Bagel Works, of course. And yeah, we've been here for over 10 years in this location. So, and we're open Monday through Saturday.
Very cool.
So amazing.
Asthmatics, pay attention.
And you know what? Your marketing works. So congratulations to you because it definitely does. I just saw a post and here she is joining us.
Yes, and that marketing strategy was very nice out of the box. It's more about what we've been telling people that they should be doing, and it worked for you, and it's going to continue to work, and success, and much success to you and your dad. Again, nice piece.
Hey, and if my family's watching, maybe they'll buy me that
you.
Nellie's
Appreciate
mop
it.
for Mother's Day. Oh, you never know.
Mother's Day gifts. Yeah.
Mother's
A
Day
Mother's
gift.
Day gift, you can give a mop?
Sure.
I gave my mother
Or
a mop one
flowers.
night, and she
If
hit me
you
over the
ask
head
for
with
it,
If you ask for it, it's better than the smelly ones. I can't take the smelly ones. On this mop, you wash the bottom, the cloths on the bottom go in the washing machine. You know, sometimes those big mops smell, and I can't take the smell. And
You had to put them outside to dry. You got to clean them, and then you put them outside to
you
dry.
gotta touch 'em.
It's funny because one of our producers, he got tired of watching us clean with this wannabe mop, and he brought in one of those big heavy-duty ones. And I said to him, well, who's going to lift that? Because when it gets wet, you can't even get it out of the bucket.
the things of having a big studio, right? The pros and the cons. But Kimberly, thank you so much. Once we open up, we should do like a mop
you.
vacuum test on different floor surfaces in here. Be kind of cool.
It'll be fun. A lot of fun with vacuums.
Absolutely.
A lot of fun.
Thank you so much. Your
Thanks
phone
so much,
number
guys.
is
561-558-9339.
I think we lost our number is 561-558-9339.
No,
Awesome. Thank you so
Wiggle
much.
the pin.
thank you.
The pin
Bye.
in there.
There you
There
go.
you have it. Thanks so much, Kimberly. Best of luck. You can find her at VAC MD, located right on the corner of Glades Road and the Florida Turnpike near Office Depot, Party City, and Field of Flowers.
That's right. VacMD, we're more than just a vacuum store.
Right? And you can also, she's giving these away for free. All you have to do is comment on her Facebook link, tell her how many you want, and she's giving them away.
Oh, is that the way it works? Okay.
Yep.
Excellent.
So let's go to commercial break. Thank you so much, Kim. We'll stay tuned.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
That is so cool.
Sometimes you need to shake things up a bit. To be a little adventurous, to make your meals pop. Don Pablo Coffee Growers and Roasters has that special ingredient. That little bit of adventure in a bottle to take your dinner to the next level. So take a leap and try one of Don Pablo's fresh roasted specialty coffee meat rubs on your beef, chicken, or pork. You'll never go back to boring again. Go ahead, rub it on your meat.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
My Kirby stories.
Your Kirby stories. You know, it's really funny because your CBD store, they started out as Kirby distributors as well, and now they own your CBD store, 4 locations in South Florida to help you out. And, you know, you just never know. They are the nicest people. I'm going to be putting their posts out. I'm going to give them to Valerie. She can start posting all these flyers that we have, because tonight also is the Dignity Memorial webinar, 6 o'clock p.m., free pizza. Tune in. They just ask you to register so they can get the pizza delivered to your home. Talk about pre-planning, some of your options. Just have the conversation, and no obligation, because of course it is a webinar. Wayne will be hosting it, and then next week Olga will be hosting one in Spanish. I always laugh because here I am saying it in English. So if you don't speak English, and you want the Spanish version, you're not going to know what I'm saying. So maybe you can translate it.
What is the Spanish version of what?
That Olga's going to be hosting a webinar in Spanish.
Olga va a hacer un seminario en español.
I could have done that.
So what do you want me to say? This is why I didn't say it. What do you want me to say?
In my un poquito español, I probably could have said that.
Bueno, Olga va a hacer un seminario que va a hablar sobre la tema es Celebration of Life, la celebración de vida, que entre nosotros los latinos no es una cosa que conocemos mucho. So tune into Fuego today a las 11:30 and check it out.
And the segment brought to you by Dignity Memorial. Give Wayne a call, 561-654-9000. Yeah, she said tune into Fuego today to find out more.
I said if you want Dawn to clean your house with one of these new vacuum cleaners, just tune into Fuego, put in your name, and she'll come to your house and clean.
I give Wayne a call, but I have to tell you a funny story. When I was cleaning my house the past month, there were many things that agitated me, and that's one of them. Because you know how I get here about cleaning? My central vac, this is going to sound funky. Sorry, not a podcast. It's truly our video show. The hose is so long that when you plug it in, I would trip over it. And then you drag it along, and it hits my baseboards and hits the door jambs. I take the paint off. I trip over it. I get all agitated. I'm like, I'm just so done. So a regular vacuum cleaner would be better if you're going to clean your own house. Just saying.
I am speechless.
I know.
Let me get this right. You have a hose on your vacuum.
It's really long.
And you trip. No, you had to say it's long because if it was short, you wouldn't trip.
I trip over it.
But the funny thing is, you trip over the hose on your vacuum. Are you wearing high heel shoes?
No.
You wearing shoes?
No.
Okay. So the shoes are not a problem.
No.
So let me get this. You trip over your vacuum hose.
Pretty much.
Like a tumbleweed.
It's so big and it's so thick. It just gets like under your feet. It just gets in the way.
The hose.
The hose. The central
Not
vac
the
hose.
electrical outlet plug, not the cable.
The hose. The hose.
This has got to be a first.
That
What
is a-
is your hose connected to?
The wall.
Oh, so you're using the central vac place. Yeah, I can understand that.
The wall. And that was probably my pivotal turning point when I had to have someone come back in and help me clean the house, because I was just like, "Rah." Between that, my hair and my nails and doing all my own maintenance and working full time, I'm like, I'm just done. Sorry.
The other day, we were on the set, maybe a few months ago, and Teddy was on the stage. And she tripped.
Who would have thought?
She tripped off the stage. She did a U. Not only did she trip off the stage, she tumbled 2 steps down, 3 steps down.
She's like, I'm good.
And then she pops up. So I have never seen that before. I have never seen anybody trip over a hose.
We actually had a guest that was in here and fell off the stage, and she was sitting on the floor. You weren't here one night, and Teddy and I heard another thud, and we looked over. She goes, I'm good. Okay, no problem.
She fell.
Right off the stage. Now, mind you, the stage is not very high off the ground. But anyway, just saying, Kimberly does offer a variety of options, and vacuum cleaners, the mops. I do really like that Nelly self-oscillating mop. It's really kind of cool.
I think what I want to do for Mother's Day, I'm going to give you a pillow. So when you fall, you can land on it. It'll be a pillow that's attached to your back.
You know, I sit on a pillow every day, and I'm thinking I probably need a new one. I think I've
Yeah,
worn
it's a
it
little
down.
low.
It's a little low, right? It's kind of. I got to take the one out of the other, our remote bag, and see if that helps a little bit more.
You know, one day I went to a restaurant in New Rochelle. And wasn't it New Rochelle? No, I think it was Connecticut. And Michelle and the kids were with me. And I'm sitting on a round bench, you know, like a half moon, one of those diner things. And everybody was in there, and everybody's like trying to get positioning. So I start moving to the right, and I was on the outside. And I'm moving, and I'm moving. And the next thing I know, I realize I'm falling in slow motion on the floor. And the funny thing is that when that happens to you, the world slows down. And everybody's slowing down, pointing at me, and I'm going down like the Titanic. And I land on the ground. And I had a cup of coffee when I landed on the ground. And the coffee went everywhere. It went all over me, all over the floor, everywhere. And everybody was like mortified for like 10 seconds. Everybody's looking at me. And I'm on the floor in the middle of a restaurant, and it was packed. That's why I don't sit at the end no more.
Do you ever, when you're sitting at a red light and you look next to you and you're like, man, that car is rolling. Where's it going? Do they need to put their foot on the brake, and you realize it's you? And then you go, I know, right? One of those weird things.
I love it when I go to a red light and women are doing their makeup.
Always.
So I take my camera. I don't take the picture. And I roll down the window. I say, yo, I can't do that no more because I look like a Frito Bandito now. Yo, can I take a picture of this? Because nobody would believe it. 98% of the time, the women say, yes. I mean, have you ever?
Yeah, I have. You know what's really funny, though, is you realize all this home maintenance stuff that we're all doing as women. The hardest thing to get is acetone to soak your nails off. There seems to be a shortage of acetone, bleach, all of these necessities.
Just use paint remover.
That's not a bad idea.
She would, too.
I'm thinking about it.
Watch her fingers explode. Why are my fingers disintegrated? Gotta use a paint remover. Yeah,
Not a bad idea.
No, you can't do that.
I can't do that?
Oh.
But contact Wayne, truly. Tonight they're doing a webinar, Dignity Memorial. They have been a long-time sponsor. I would like to get a banner. I know he's going to bring one over, drop it off.
We're waiting on him. Are you going to do the celebration of life to see how it is for you? Are you going to do that whole deal? They asked you if you wanted to do one.
That was before all of this happened. I don't know what we're going to do. Perhaps.
Would you do it?
Perhaps.
It's an interesting comment because I know that you have different things that you have, different rules you have to follow.
Well, my family told me they won't come.
Why?
They said, just like your family kind of was like, I don't know if I want to do this with you alive. They feel it's like bad luck type of thing. But they've already told me they won't come. But that doesn't mean I won't do it. We could just, have a party and a butterfly release here.
Your mom won't come? Chuck won't come? The kids won't come? Why?
My mom didn't say. My dad said he won't come.
Really? It's not like you're going to be brought in a coffin. You're actually sitting up there. I would do a whole different version of it now that I know what it's like.
Now you know what it is?
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked for about 10 seconds, and then I saw the look in people's eyes, and I said, listen, it's like anything else.
It was just a giant party, but a butterfly release. But if we do that, Teddy won't come. So if we do a mock one, we'll have to like do a dove release or something. So we can have Teddy come.
Fake butterflies.
They want to do glitter. We could do a glitter release for sure.
They put butterflies on a thing with wires, and then...
We could do that. Yeah, I need my executive producer to come. I don't need her to be panicked.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But it's something to consider. I think the Dignity Memorial piece, putting your pre-need in place, getting that out of the way. During this whole time, I've realized as we're applying for stimulus money, PPP money, the EIDL money, the things that you're told to do, as you apply and you check it off, okay, I've done the best I can, moving on to the next project. To me, putting your pre-need plans in place is the same type of thing. You put your mortgage on, I forget what it's called,
Hold.
Forbearance, right? Check, you're moving on to the next thing. The next thing. And this, to me, would be the next thing to put your plans in place and say, you know what, my plan's in place. There's an insurance policy that, God forbid, needs to kick in. We'll cover it. Everything is there, so if needed, my family doesn't have to worry about it. And it's as I would want it. You know, I don't need a $10,000 box. Maybe you want something simple. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to be
Or maybe you don't want a
cremated.
box. You just want to be cremated.
Right.
Hit that pin for me.
So a lot of options to do that. I
But
think
the
it's a great
question I
plan.
have for you is whether or not you would do it, because I know that you have a whole different regimen of requirements to do it, right?
No.
Yes, you do.
I'm a little different, though, if you haven't noticed, than your average angel.
No, I didn't say that you weren't. And listen, I know more than anybody else that you're way different. But I was just wondering if you would do it, if you're going to do it, you know, if everything, when things turn around, if you were going to participate in it.
I think we can do it in structure, maybe as a party, as a coming back, as something to put in place. I definitely think so. The biggest part of the conversation, though, is I need to put my plan in place also. And that's kind of where it is. And I think about it, and I think about where my parents have their mausoleum. They're not crypts, they're not plots. Where my parents have theirs, where my grandparents have theirs, where my synagogue has some. Chuck and I have talked about where we would be, and I'm a firm believer that it's only your physical body that is laid to rest, and your spiritual body lives forever. So I don't want my family to ever feel obligated to come visit, that I will always be with them.
Well, the funny thing is that I think the physical and the spiritual all have a combination, like coming home type of deal. That's one of the reasons I really don't want to be cremated, because for me it's just a funny thing, because the word home always drives to that. So whatever goes on, I think that the spirit goes right back to the home until they find somewhere else to go, and yada, yada, yada.
But I would like to be something beautiful, with a beautiful garden, something that represents what I like. You know, beautiful foliage, trees, gardens, birds, butterflies, and that type of thing. So that's why I think the virtual tour that they're doing of the cemeteries is incredible, because if you see one that you like, then you can actually go tour it with mass on a very small interview, on personal, and see if this is what you like. So to me, it would be the final resting place for my physical body, that my family would feel comfortable and go, you know what, this is so Mom. That type of thing.
I agree. I think it's kind of cool. I think you have options. There are things that you can do. Hit that pin again. We're going to have to get that wire. There's a lot of things you can do with it, which is kind of interesting. And just having the conversation with Wayne answers a lot of questions. And did for me, you know, it wasn't something that I even thought about. And it answered a lot of questions. It took a lot of burden. Then I find out that my son and my two sons have had a conversation about, you know, Dad went ahead and he took care of his business on one side, and he told Gio, we have to do something on the other side for him, because he's always been there for us. I mean, it went into this whole thing. Wow. So all I'm saying is that it will change your relationship with those around you, because it's not something you want to talk about. It's something you want to do, set it and go. But it's important.
I have to tell you, I've known you for a long time, right? We've been working together 4 years. And I love watching you and your boys, watching them mature, watching the change that has taken place over the past 4 years. For you and I, we're already, we're old. You know, we are who we are. We know what we want to do. But to watch Gio come up from his, you know, early 20s into this man, this husband, this father, to watch Freddie as well. I mean, I knew you before they were both married, and to see how they've come together as brothers and as fathers and as father and two sons, to me, is the most incredible feeling to watch as an outsider. I don't know if you see it from the inside, but from the outside looking in. And when Freddie comes here and you see them come together and they make these conversations, I think it's spectacular.
Well, it's kind of funny. I mean,
it just shows you did a good job raising them.
Well, you saw Freddie sitting here the other day,
Yeah.
and we sort of communicate without words. You know, I mean, we have that kind of bond, and I've been his coach forever. I coached Gio a little bit. Gio was more on the business side of things. They got two kids that are complete opposites.
You do?
East and west, north and south, I mean, complete opposites. But I learned a thing or two. You know, there comes a time when you have to pass the torch, and it's about them and getting their life together. And Linda's daughter as well. You know, I consider her a daughter, and I just want them to be happy and not to worry too much about what happens if I'm not around.
But I love being a fly on the wall and listening to you guys have those conversations. It's pretty cool.
You should hear. It's funny because Freddie says you want to grab a beer, and that's really not what we're about. And it's not about the beer. It's not about this. I mean, he tried the rum and everything. He's, oh, this is good. And he has 27 recipes for that. But it's more about talking about things that we always talked about. You know, like the draft and things, the difference in people, stuff, you know, and even you have come up in conversation about how you are always cleaning like a nonstop crazy person.
But father and sons, and now you've got two grandsons and a third grandson on the way. You know that, maybe we should do a meme. I'm going to talk to Kelsey. My three sons, you can do it. My three grandsons.
That was a show.
I know.
My three sons.
Once this baby comes, because we don't do anything ahead of time, I'm going to talk to Kelsey about doing a meme. It'd be kind of cool.
That's funny.
Yes, and cleaning. If you want more information on VAC MD, you can contact Kimberly at 561-558-9339. VAC MD, it says Auric because the signage was so expensive to change, but it is a vacuum store. They've been there for 10 years, truly spectacular. They are giving away these HEPA bag filter masks. You can also contact her for a $50 off coupon, and so amazing. They applied it. I don't even think I gave it to her. She just knew. They sent it. Her word is as good as gold, truly is. And support essential, support local. And that is what I'm honored that I got to do on Saturday, and give my daughter a gift. Support local, meet some new contacts, meet some great people in our community, so give her a call. Also, log into Dignity Memorial, Southeast Florida on Facebook. The link will be there for you to register for tonight's seminar in English. The link will also be there if you want it in Spanish for Tuesday night with Olga. Just register. It's free pizza, right? Look at it. Put some plans in place, at least have the conversation, plant the seed, and see what can happen. You can always contact Wayne also at 561-654-9000.
Good stuff.
Ready to rock and roll. Have a great morning, everyone. Slick Speaks coming to you at 10:30, followed by 12 o'clock, the Farrell Law Firm, and, of course, our community classroom project with Roots and Wings and Space of Mind at 1 o'clock. So stay tuned. Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a few.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show.